All of the people who disagree with me are very, very welcome to disagree with me because they have had a unique life path and a different point of view. And I respect that, absolutely. I would never shout for any of the people who disagree with anything I say to be silenced or canceled because I don't think that helps the world.
If you've been anywhere near social media recently, you know who this man is. 4-time kickboxing world champion, toughest guy on the planet, as Sigma male as it possibly gets, Andrew Tate. He was recently banned on every social media and more. Take a look at this.
Then they banned me from Discord. Then they banned me from Airbnb. They banned me from Stripe. I can't even remember.
Airbnb?
It was just emails coming in faster than you could believe. Ban.
So it wasn't just the socials.
Oh, no. The Matrix presses a button, my friend. Yeah. And every app on your phone stops working. So they take all your banking, they take your payment processing, they take all your social media presence, they take your Discord, they take your Skype, they take all your accounts, your ability to communicate with people, and then they lie about you in the press.
And it left me wondering, how can you just get unplugged from literally everything like someone just kicked you from a Discord call? You gotta imagine Zuck and Susan and all the boys having a meeting and deciding the exact moment they're gonna strike the ban hammer on this man's ass. This bothers me, man. If you can't even advocate for traditional values, help people work on themselves, destroy demotivation and depression, or God forbid, form your own opinion, then what are you allowed to do? Alright, there's some shady talk about misogyny, but who cares? You can take advice from anyone, as long as it's not encouraging terrorism, murder or violent crime. Everyone should have a platform. Not in a perfect world, in any world. For real. So let's see how this place full of flourishing creativity ended up as this wasteland where you're literally afraid to accidentally call someone by the wrong pronouns. Alright, so people like KSI, PewDiePie, Filthy Frank, Leafy, these guys were some of your favorite creators back in the day, and that's a fact. And all of them wouldn't last a day in today's online climate.
People say to me that a person being a helicopter is impossible, and I'm retarded, but I don't care. I'm beautiful.
That's why you stopped making rape faces and joined the woke mob. These guys were the most honest with their audience and meant absolutely no ill will in their jokes. But when you got money coming in left, right and center, you don't really want to risk having an opinion. So you kind of just shut up and make mindless content laughing at Reddit and your own jokes.
What the fuck?
Look, I've got nothing against KSI. He knows what I'm saying is true, he just won't admit it, and the same is true for another creator who you may have just heard of, Mr. Beast. How can you go from this?
Not only do black people not have rights in Roblox, but neither do women. Like, when did Roblox get so realistic?
To not speak in a single controversial opinion for like 5 years. Do you know the reason they all switched up? And look, never get in between a man and his money, blah blah blah, but we need more people to speak out about this. So at least people are aware that the biggest creators aren't just robots, and literally need to avoid speaking about this stuff to make their bread. This all started from the adpocalypse in my opinion. You know, the period when YouTubers were going broke because advertisers were like, nah, you make jokes, we can't support you anymore. And this is where free speech slowly began to fade. This whole monetization versus speaking the truth dynamic became very interesting and a massive opportunity to sell out. Since YouTube is a mostly comedy and entertainment platform, it was very hard to not tread on toes because if someone calls you out on anything, you will have a group of people hating you almost instantly. And the volatile fan base is not equal to a stable income. And once again, enter the soon to be most famous person that has ever lived. The way to consistently get on the trending page, make bread, and have fun is through charity and game shows. Those two together are like... But after watching about 10 videos, you start seeing the same layout, the same retention strategy, and you see that, oh, maybe it's just comfort food, and doesn't really add anything new to the table. And I just want to clear this up. This man is literally one of my favorite creators before you roast me. We all love Mr. Beast and what he does, and in his position it does make sense to be this way. He is the face of YouTube and he has philanthropic responsibility, unlike many others. But overall we can agree that if most YouTubers and influencers hold no opinion, then there's no genuine discussion taking place, and this leads to echo chambers that sound like this.
It's just disgusting. That it resonates with.
Yeah.
no matter who's talking.
And the funny thing is, the amount of degenerate behavior that's promoted in the top watched content is absolutely insane. You're allowed to sponsor OnlyFans, Tinder, crypto scams, gambling apps, but you can't say there are two genders, one usually provides and the other nurtures children and runs the house. I heard a quote once, it went something like this: 3 minutes of thinking is all it requires to get to the bottom of things, but thinking is hard and 3 minutes is a long time. And I'll let you take what you will from that. The super powerful people of this world don't want competition. They want to make you broke, depressed, and confused. It's simple. And this is information you will not get from the trending page. So like and subscribe. And do yourself a favor, disband yourself from this cancel culture cult and stop trying to kill the legacy of people like Michael Jackson. This motherfucker's been dead for like 15 years, bruh. Leave my guy alone. People change, opinions and actions change, and suppression should be the last thing to be encouraged. We all know the most freaky girls come from the most suppressed backgrounds. So unless you want a mob of people marching for truth, you better stop this stupid shit. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to support me. This shit took me like 20 hours to put together. But anyway, thank you for watching.